This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
After seeing what he did last week, throwing 4 touchdown passes, I had to go to my thesaurus to try and come up with some great words for what he did. I'm still coming up blank. He was scintillating.
I'm going simple. I don't have your thesaurus. I'm going dynamite. He was dynamite.
I'll take it.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The numbers for him from a week ago, 8 catches for an even 100 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
Yeah, they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Swift.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6. On 2nd down and 4, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game. So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a long.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 18 carries, 63 yards. From the 44, Allen.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Allen. To stay upright, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw, and he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that?
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape. And remember, this drive started...
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Cincinnati set to take over once again. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
7 yards there on the first down screen play. They run out of the gun with Swift. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Burrow will throw. He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now Burrow. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards down to the 15. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Burrow. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Christian Barmore coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
But no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And now they'll throw with Allen.
He'll get this underneath to Henderson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. On the give, this is Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Now Harris. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
There's Sam Hubbard that time in there to bring him to the ground.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Under pressure, they got him again. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Boswell's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. He finds his man, complete. It's Boyd. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Throwing again, it's Burrow. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now it's Burrow.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied here in the second quarter. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Allen.
Man open, that's Henry Ruggs.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
It's brought in by Harris. Nifty move. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On second down, this is Harris. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete.
And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Allen going to throw.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. To the air, Allen. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And last pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Here's Allen to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On 2nd down now, it's Harris. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 3rd and long, it's Allen.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. One final try here for Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again.
So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
On 2nd and 10, Allen.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Burrow looking to pass. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Christian Wilkins
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
85 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end, Freiermuth.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen.
And here's Freiermuth again. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down to move it closer. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boswell's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Throwing, Burrow.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And that's into the hands of Gesicki.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they take a knee.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.